Hello, everyone. Whenever my body feels tired or under the weather, I usually whip up this gentle ginger syrup myself to mix with warm water as a nourishing drink. Its flavor is incredibly warm and comforting. Did you know? Having a bit of ginger in the morning is said to be even more precious than ginseng. It warms the body and helps you stay sharp and alert all day long. Today, I'm going to share my way of making homemade ginger syrup. This method lets you extract every bit of ginger juice, and the pulp isn't wasted either. I save it to use as a seasoning. One recipe, two benefits, and it's extremely economical. I hope you all stay full of energy. Let's get started. Here's the ginger I just picked up from the supermarket. It might look clean at first glance, but there's actually still quite a bit of dirt and grit tucked away in those small crevices. I break the ginger into smaller knobs to make it much easier to remove dirt from those hard-to-reach crevices. There's something so satisfying about snapping fresh ginger. Hearing that crisp crack is just the best. Here, I'm using a mix of 1 tablespoon of salt and 1 tablespoon of baking soda for the soak. It really helps scrub away any lingering chemical residues. Of course, if you have a source for 100% organic clean ginger, a simple water rinse is all you need. Make sure to trim away any bruised spots or signs of decay, as those aren't good for your health. Here's a little tip for you. Don't peel the ginger. My mother always taught me that the ginger skin has cooling properties, which help balance out the heat of the flesh inside. The skin is a treasure trove of fiber, potassium, and antioxidants, which are incredibly effective at supporting the immune system and reducing inflammation. Unless you have an especially sensitive stomach or just can't handle the spice, I highly recommend keeping the peel on. Once cleaned, I slice the ginger into small pieces to make blending easier. The smaller I cut them, the smoother the texture will be. You know what? Having a little ginger in the morning is actually more precious than ginseng. It warms up your body and keeps you sharp, alert, and full of energy all day long. Once sliced, I put everything into the blender and add about 200 to 300 milliliters of water to help it blend smoothly. Trust me, the finer you grind it, the more juice you can extract. That's how you make sure you get every bit of those wonderful nutrients. Now that it's blended, I'm pouring it through a sieve to collect the juice. If you happen to have a nut milk bag or cheesecloth, it'll be much faster to squeeze every drop out. But using a simple strainer like doing works just fine too. We're going to use this fresh juice to make our syrup, but whatever you do, don't throw away the pulp. Now, I'll pour all of this ginger juice into a pot and bring it to a boil over high heat. Once the liquid is boiling, I'll add in the sugar. You can use white sugar, brown sugar, or any kind you prefer. It's really up to your taste. For about 1 kilogram of ginger, I find that 300 grams of sugar is just the right amount. Now, I'll stir it continuously and keep the heat on a very low simmer for about 15 minutes until the mixture thickens and concentrates. Make sure to keep stirring like this so the syrup doesn't burn or stick to the bottom of the pot. You see, sugar isn't just there to make it taste sweet. It actually acts as a natural preservative, keeping our syrup from molding or fermenting over time. Plus, without it, the ginger liquid would stay thin and watery. It just wouldn't get that lovely, thick, syrupy consistency we're looking for. While waiting for the syrup to cool down, I'll get some clean glass jars ready. Please make sure they are thoroughly sterilized and dried completely before use. Once the syrup has cooled down a bit, I'll pour it into the jars and store them in the fridge to use over time. Every time you want to use it, just scoop out a small spoonful like this and mix it with either warm or cool water. Both work perfectly. It really depends on your preference or the weather. Drinking this makes my stomach feel so warm and soothing. It's a lifesaver when you're feeling bloated, dealing with indigestion, or even a bit nauseous. Since I've made it a habit, I always keep a jar ready in the fridge to use whenever I need it. As for the leftover ginger pulp, you can turn it into a great cooking spice. I used to toast it in a pan over low heat until it was completely dry. This method works, but you have to be extremely patient. If the pulp is still a bit moist and you get distracted for even a second, it can easily burn or stick to the pan. Now, I've switched to a second method, using an air fryer to make things easier. I just spread the ginger pulp evenly in the tray and dry it at a temperature below 120 degrees Celsius. This way, it dries evenly, and I don't have to worry about it burning like it does on the stove. Once the ginger is dry, I let it cool down before putting it into the blender. I blend it for about 5 minutes to get it nice and fine before storing it in a jar. The final result is a fragrant jar of ginger powder that's amazing for marinating meat and fish or adding to your favorite dishes. This spice can be saved and used for up to a year while still keeping its original flavor. Using ginger daily, especially in the morning, is truly like a dose of ginseng that keeps the body refreshed and full of energy. I hope this little tip adds value to both your kitchen and your health. Don't forget to hit follow so we can explore more ways to live healthy and happy lives together. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video.